Okay, hello everybody, and I'm going to be giving you an animation tutorial on how to animate. So here's a very common problem. People choose a low FPS. They even show you here on Flipaclip. This is what your animation will look like if you choose a low FPS. If you choose a high FPS, this is what it will look like. But don't go too high, because yeah, you want it to look really smooth, but that's for complex. Complexity. The lowest your FPS should go is at 10, and I don't even suggest going that low. At least stay at a 12. I suggest 13 though, but if you want to stay at a 12, that's great. Now, naming your animation has no problem. Let's name this. And I want this to fit on YouTube, but I want this to fit the whole entire screen. So we're gonna be trying a 180. Now we can do our custom one because I paid for custom. Now, but I'm not gonna try that actually. So the background is not that much of an important thing, but I suggest choosing your own type of background. Let's do just a blank white. That'll be fine for now. But since I'm doing a tutorial, we're gonna do black. Excuse me, Mr. Tutorial. We're gonna do black. Now, we're gonna continue. This is the start of our animation. Basic, have a black color, eraser, fainted. Let's make our eraser non-fainted so we can use it. Lasso, and the paint bucket is on bright blue. Now, let's start. If you want to use like smooth shapes, use the ruler. I'll be doing tutorials on different animation apps because people use other things than Flipaclip. I suggest using grid and onion frame. They really help. Now, here's another mistake. You don't want your animations to be too squishy. But at the same time, what I do, I squish the animation to make it a bit more vibrant, let's say. You can use copying clipboards to make it look even better. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I didn't mean to have the last part. No, that looks perfect. Now, we're going to start with the tutorial on how to use humans, just humans. Let's start with number 1, walk cycles. So, how we're going to make a walk cycle is simple. Person, just give them some feet. And they can be on their dandy-lolly way. But for now, we'll just use stick figures. So, make this a little thicker. Now we're gonna have one going out the middle legs, and then we're gonna do out again. If you can do out and the middle legs and just use that, but it might look a little fake, so if you want it to look smooth and real, then you can do this. Now, just looking at it, we can see how our walk cycle will be. So, let's make a lot of frames depending on how long we want this walk cycle to last for. Because FPS is how many frames it takes to make 1 second. So if you choose 30 frames for FPS, you have to draw 30 frames to make 1 second. 1 frame per 1 second is 1 FPS, which, if you just want to have long picture animations, then go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Now we're going to start with the middle, go here, and just skip some frames. Look at that, skippy, 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 skip a lot of frames. Beautiful. Now we're gonna use the back frame. Bam, bam. Now you just need to look at it. Now skip some more. Use the frames in between, but leave some. So it's like a cycle. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2, 1. If you need to mark it. I'll use the one on the back and fill in the rest of the frames. Now looking at it, we have our long walk cycle we wanted, made up of all these frames. Now you can do that with any side of the figure. You can even do walk cycles from the front, which is just like this. I don't know how to, well, I do know, but so any type, it's just 3 frames over and over again. And if you want it to be more complex and smooth, then you can do more than 3 frames. I suggest 3 frames. Now, let's show how to make animation smooth. This is a secret that no one really reveals, but I'm gonna reveal it. Instead of doing this, yeah, that looks fine, but it doesn't really look that nice. Or you can do this. I call it 2-framer. You go like this, draw it again, and then another 2 frames. Because those 2 smooth frames. Oh wait, I should go this way. Now watch that. It might not look smooth from here, but let's watch it. So you can kind of see how it's a little bit more, but you can use any. So that's walk cycling and smoothness. So it's not that hard to make different types of cycles either. You don't need only that one type of cycle. You can use, here's like how to make a smooth punch. You're gonna start off with just the body. Now, animation, if you're new to it, if you're not new to animation, if you're used to it, you would know that it's technically just a video. If you take a video, yourself doing something, and then you slow it down, you'd see it breaks down into different frames. With animation, it's the same thing, but you have to draw those frames yourself. Do you get the concept now? It's just drawing videos. There's no more complexity than it looks like, than it seems. It's just the same thing, drawing the frames of a video. Now this is punching down, but still. Whoop. Now I'm going to be showing you one more important thing: lip syncing. Lip syncing will probably be the next episode, but still. Let's move on to lip syncing. Now let's say something into this camera, into this microphone. This is, oh, what Why not? Oh wait, because I'm making a video, I can't use any audio. So let's just do this. Okay, now you can. I use lip sync pack sometimes, so you can either do this. Oh. Lip sync packs sometimes help. Because you don't have to draw it, but I'll show you how to draw it as well. There, normal. Or we can try doing this. Doing it ourselves. I'm doing this in black and white so you can see it. We want it to be smooth, so no matter what it says, we need to make it smooth.
Another quality video. See, lip sync. Lip sync. Lip sync. Lip sync. Lip sync.
I hope you understood so far, and that was one episode of how to.